should just be like a little bit of freedom to just join in on what that other person does in a unique way and just try to add to it. I feel like that's my drive when I'm doing a collaboration, is just to try to like jump in and kind of go along for the ride in something that I wouldn't normally do.
And being able to share a space while things are happening, that's a huge one I find in collaborations as being an important factor. You bounce ideas back and forth and you can chit chat, you give inputs on this and that, and especially with this type of collaboration where we're focusing very much on, you know, on our individual like styles as artists or as designers, but also on the aesthetics of one another's brands, right? Coming here and being able to immerse myself into your space and feel at home and do my thing while we also do our thing, like, it makes it that much more fruitful. That's the coolest part about it.
Well, there's two parts to that, right? I think there's the design of the craft or the board or the shape that they're writing, and then there's the aesthetic that's tied to that. So for me, this is exciting on the snow side because the waves change all the time. You know, you're in the cold water, warm water, crystal clear surf, or dark, stormy waves. You know, so I think the canvas of what a surfboard is being ridden in is very different. A lot of times when you see a snowboard, it's always on a white surface. The weather can change, but the surface is white. So I don't know, just seeing your art done in a different way and different lines taken on a different canvas is really interesting.
That's the first time that I've painted or done illustrations on a surfboard, and every time that I go in the water, it feels like it's my first time. So it feels like a lot of firsts, being able to expand from the artist series boards that I do for KORUA and move into the surf space and have some of that artwork live in this realm as well is really cool.
So there is a lot of intertwining between the two. I snowboarded before I ever shaped a surfboard, and so even some of those feelings and approaches really probably educated my design aesthetic and my just approach to making surfboards in the first place. So for me, it's a natural, I feel really tied to it and bound to it.
I think ultimately at the end, in the back of our heads, somewhere there's also just like, find an excuse to travel to a place where we can surf and snowboard at the same time. Hand over the boards that we've made to a rider or a surfer. How will it look in that environment that's going to be entirely different than the space that we're in right now? How will it live out there? That'll be cool to see, and we don't know where that is or when that'll be, but that's part of the open-ended side of this project. It can really just go anywhere where we want to go with it.